We're live. Good evening. Oh, right. Really? I think we probably covered everything for Marcus and Travis. But good evening anyway. Well done. Norton is here. Good stuff. Good, good, good. I've just realised, I just worked something out. Oh, this is good, this. How should I click on that? Wow. I've just worked something out on this thing. This is rather cool. Hmm? Mm-hmm. So I've got to create another graphic for that then. Hey, that's wicked, that is. So when you comment, it should show me there. Oof. This is brilliant. Very good. All right. If I click on a person, that's going to show you. Well, I think it is. Let me just see. If I go like that, hey, look at that. Eh? And look. Woohoo. Very good. And then, hey, there we are. Look at that. I'm finding out new things about this all the time. Very good. Right, so the last class we just did, that was kids class, Taekwondo. We went all the way, well, so now it's the adult class. Yeah? So it's Taekwondo class for all the adults, not really for kids, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're going to do from, because I did up to 7th cup in the last class, I'm going to do from 6th cup up here. Lorcan's in the house, and Norton's in the house. So it's going to be catered for the folk that are here, and you're all here on time. There are 7 currently watching. Not everybody's introduced themselves. Alex is on YouTube. Excellent, well done. Put that. Look, Alex. Yeah, it might be an idea too. I mean, it doesn't matter tonight. I know who Alex D is. Well, I'm assuming. See, I'm assuming it's Alex D. Could be Alex G. I don't know. So maybe initials. At the moment, it's just saying Facebook user. I think you have to give Facebook the rights. You have to go into, I don't know what it is. You click on StreamYard and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. But maybe just include Alex D or Alex G or. What now? How many Alexes have we got? There are 7 anyway, and not everybody's introduced. Please let me know who you are, who's training tonight. And Alex, if you can just say if it's Alex D or other, because it goes towards your attendance. Yeah, if you don't put your name down here, because I can see Dan was there, Dandy Doodler. That's Norton. So his attendance is taken care of. And Marcus and Travis, I'm going to put Marcus down for this one, Travis for the last one. Lorcan's in this one. And I think that's Adam. Felinska, yeah, it is. Yeah, I just have to remember the surnames as well. Alex Diaz. There we go, where we are. Brilliant. So now I know which one. And Leo is here as well. Brilliant. Okay. So if you put your name in here, well, the student name in here, then I'll be able to put that against the attendance. And who's that? Marcus is here. Marcus. Now I'm stuck. Marcus. I probably know, but you're going to have to be more specific. Now I'm stuck. Yeah, I don't know who Mark Stubber is. Who's Mark Stubber? Mark Stubber. If I don't find out, I'll have to kick you off because I don't recognize you. You're on Facebook at the moment. Sorry, you're on YouTube at the moment. So please, Mark's Dubber, please let me know who it is. Because I thought you were already on, Mr. B. Yeah, so this one here, this user here, if you can let me know who you are, please. Leave me a message, otherwise I'll have to kick you off. Right, we're going to get started. I think it's just about everybody here. I'm just going to go on to my channel here and find out who this person is before we begin. George is here as well. Zach, please, no haircut. Okay, more messages coming through from the last class. So we've not had any. Charlotte is here as well. Marcus, can you say, what's your last name? Marcus on YouTube. I think I know who it is, but if you can let me know for sure. I haven't seen you on YouTube, so I don't know. And I can't tell. In fact, what can I do here? Can I go? And Charlotte, can you just say, Charlotte, what the initial of your last name is, so I know who you are as well? We'll get started in just a second. I just need to know who these people are. Not that there's anything wrong, but I'd like to know. Just looking at my phone now, so I can get into my own page. I think I have to go to there, I'm not sure. Charlotte is here. Now, if you guys can hear me, there's a 30-second delay-ish. So Marcus, you would have heard me already, and Charlotte, you would have heard me already. But I'll say it one more time. Could you please let me know, Marcus, MARXDUBR, and Charlotte, yeah, perfect, Charlotte. Thank you very much. So that's, I've asked Marcus a couple of times now. I just want to make sure it is the Marcus I'm thinking. Otherwise, that's no good. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, Marcus, no worries. No, I just wanted to know, Marcus, I wanted a clarification of who you were, because I've not seen your YouTube account before. So I didn't know. Yeah, so now I do know. Excellent. And Danny Doodle, Norton can hear me all right. Excellent. Excellent. Everyone can hear me. Everyone can see me. Then we shall begin. There's 8 of you on. I need to know for your attendance who the student is. Yeah. And Steve, great stuff. Well done. So we're all ready. You can hear me. You can see me. I know who you are. For later on, when I do the attendance, then, or maybe, might be me, it might be Linda, I don't know. But the attendance will get done, and that's going to help your progression, because if you're in class, whether physically or here, and you're going through the classes with me, then I know you've attended. And so that's a little tick in the box for your number of attendances you need for eligibility. Long words tonight, it's too much for me. To be eligible, for grading. Yeah, not just this time, but the next ones as well. Right? With Taekwondo, when I talk about Taekwondo, I don't talk about from here to the next event. I'm going from here until we can't see the end. There is no end. Yeah, your black belt journey is a pivotal point. It's like base camp. If you're trying to climb Everest, you haven't climbed Everest yet. You're trying to get to base camp. Base camp is quite a climb, but it's not even on the proper mountain yet. Right? So if you can think about it like that, black belt is you climbing up to base camp. And if you're not sure what base camp is, later on, do a Google Everest base camp and find out how many meters high base camp is, and then compare it to how many meters the summit of Everest is. And just a little reminder as well, some people don't make it to the top. Cheery note, yeah? Okay. Parallel stance. Chariot. Kumne. This average rocks. Okay, we're going to do, not warming up, we're going to do one yo. All right, I'll do it facing you. We'll do it because I was doing it in the class before with 3 steps back and going that way, but I'll do one yo facing you. I'm not going to do all the patterns. I'm only going to do one yo because it has side kicks, and I might pick another pattern because of what it has in it that I want you to practice. One yo and yo got quite similar in that they've got the bending ready stance and the side kicks. When you're doing these techniques, I want you to film yourself because I got a couple of videos the other day, and one of them was a high-ranking student-ish, right? And one wasn't, and both need a lot of work. You're rushing the techniques too much. I don't like that. I've got to see, as the examiner, this is the technique, not, right? That doesn't happen. There's no pattern that has that lap together. Bang, bang. There's nothing like that. So you have to show me the technique. You don't get a Rubik's Cube and go, there you go. Right? It'd be brilliant if you could fix mine. You do it systematically, one after the other. You might do it really fast, but I can't see that you're doing it right. Or a jigsaw puzzle. You know the person that takes over doing the jigsaw puzzle when you're trying to do it? You want to do it and you want that piece, you want to put it, they take it off you and they put it in, they do the puzzle for you. I don't like that. Do the puzzle one piece at a time, make sure it fits, it's the right piece, then move on to the next one. 1. Is the piece correct? Have you bent that knee? Is your back straight? Are your hands in the right place? Are you balanced properly? The few people, and I'm going to point at black belts now, right? Black belts. You've got to analyze your techniques a lot now. Before you weren't, now you're not. You must add that to your list of things to do. Practice. But practice perfect. All right? One yo starts here. Close ready stance. Hands up here with the mustache. And I've said that, and I bet you there's still people with their hands down there. Yeah? Out of however many words I say, you'll hear about 10%. So I'm going to stand here a bit longer sometimes, so you'll see I'm holding the hands up, clench fist, hand over, my right fist, left hand, and this is as high as my mustache. Here. Close ready stance, your feet are touching from toe to heel. Not here, not chariot sogi. Close stance, moa sogi. A. The first move, you're going to do twin forearm. Any yellow belt, done this before. The last part of the last 4 moves of Dangun. Sorry, of the first 8, it's 9, 10, 11, 12, right? Of Dangun. Next move, use this top hand, strike. Now use the other hand and foot, punch. So when I sometimes refer to stepping in other places like 2-step sparring or whatever, I might refer to one yo. I might refer to one yo when you're doing this movement here, to this movement here. Yeah? So stay still just now and stay in that position, stay focused, because when I'm doing 2-step sparring, yeah? 2-step sparring, I've gone back, 1, 2, 3. Here, 2-step sparring or 3-step sparring, and I get your foot to do this. Yeah? In L stance to another stance. This is where it's introduced. When you're doing this, and your foot comes in slightly, and then back out again. That way. L stance to a walking stance or a fixed stance in this case. When you're doing Twige, when you're doing Jungun, yeah, this move, the foot comes in slightly, then back out again. It doesn't come all the way back. We do that sometimes because it's easier to remember. But it doesn't go from there and forward. It comes in a little bit, then out. All right, so there's one thing covered in one yo. From here, the punch. Let's go across foot to foot. Some of you I've seen doing this. Step up, then step across. It's not. 1 yo is the CD line. This is pretty much where it's introduced and you become aware of it. It's in other patterns as well before, but this is where we talk about it the most because we come into that spot here and do this. And then later on, we come back for the side kick at the end on the line CD. All right? So 24 arm lock, top hand high strike. So any green belt in the house just now doing this, I bet you I've said high strike and your hand's down here. Sometimes it's because you're looking down. Your hand's supposed to be high, and I say as high as your eyes. I say high as your eyes so that it's a longer sentence and sticks to your head. But sometimes you still don't hear. High section here. Then bring your foot in, load aim, fire. Okay? So this is why it's an adult class as well, because this is maybe above some of the white belts and yellow belts, especially in age. I go through this all the time with them and they don't pick it up. It's not going in their head because they don't care about things like this. This is stuff that adults care about. Yeah? Right foot comes into the spot again. I haven't left that spot. It's where I started. But then I'm going to pivot. See how I bring the foot in, foot to foot, and pivot. I don't break it down like that normally. Normally, I'll do it like this. Yeah, the hands will come up and pivot at the same time. It saves time and it makes more sense. From here, bend in ready stance. And this is where you've got to practice. Nobody likes staying in this stance. You've got to like it to do it right. You've got to like it. You've got to accept the challenge. Accept the challenge. This is a challenge for you. This is an easy challenge. For me, running is a challenge. I don't like running. But see if there's trees or lampposts, I'll not stop running until I've got to the next lamppost. See when I get to the next lamppost, what do you think goes through my mind? There's another lamppost. That's why I keep going. That's why I'm still here after 33 years. Right? Lamppost chasing. Here. Up. Bendies. This one is bent. This one's bent. Even that, I did that deliberately. I did it deliberately for me because it's a challenge. One-legged. Yeah? Lift the knee and side kick. Some of you never heard that. I'll say it again. Lift the knee and kick. The knee doesn't go like this and then side kick. You'll not side kick like that. It doesn't work. You have to lift the knee up and kick and then down. Next one. Another one. Another one. And another one. So I know Marcus is online here, right? Marcus has done all these moves now. You've done this one as well. This is kind of new and fresh and stuff. And maybe not 100% right now. But all the other ones, right? You've done this. And I think you've done this as well. When you've been grabbed, you're twisting the hand. Your hand. You're twisting your hand. If someone's got a hold of you, can't really do it. One person. You can't do it on yourself, right? But look, someone's got a hold of your wrist like that. Yeah? And you twist. See what happens to this hand? I'm grabbing here. You can do it yourself. I've grabbed and I twist. If I twist round, what happens to the other hand? What happens to the grip? The person's grip there. What happens when you twist? Yeah, you wouldn't do it slowly. I'm doing it slowly for demonstrating. Yeah? If you do this now, you put your right foot forward, your right hand, you breathe in. When you twist like this, you don't stop there. In a pattern you do. But when you're doing this for real, you would do this. One hand. Look where the hand is. The same hand is now protecting you. And back fist. Watch that again. Release or part release. That's just loosen the grip, really. This hand does not come out and go back on again. It doesn't come back out. It stays there under there. Right? And it comes round to back fist. Here again, watch. Comes round to back fist. This hand up. Partly for protection, but also comes back to the hip. High back fist strike. Then step forward, another back fist. High back fist strike. High back fist strike. I'm just moving so the cameras can catch my feet now, right? Dangun, we pivoted on the front foot. Our right foot's at the front. We're going to use that. We'll put the weight on the right foot and we're going to do a high block over to here, right? 3/4 circle. So this hand on top, round, down into a high outer forearm block. It's got to be as high as your eyes. Then a middle, reverse punch. Step and turn, then reverse punch. Okay, now I'm going to flip the room round the other way. I'm going to do it so that you can see. Walking stance, right foot forward, left reverse punch. So if you're on that line now, you're heading back to where you started, right? Maybe you've had to shift around a little bit as well. But let's say that I started over there towards the camera. I'm going to bring my left leg up, crossing the hands. So I don't come like this, then cross the hands and do it. It makes no sense. When you're doing Taekwondo, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, an awful lot, an awful is underlined, right? So when we come up, we're moving for a purpose. The purpose is to block. Get your hands ready. Get your hands ready to fire. So left foot comes up, cross the hands, and I'm not heading straight back. I'm going to go left a little bit. Wedging block. Walking stance, high wedging block. Middle front kick, land and punch. So I'm just doing that for beginners. You land and punch. Now I want the green belts and above to practice that as well, because your foot has to be down, then up, down in the back foot. Remember that. Yeah, for George in Jungun, that's pretty much what you're doing in Jungun. Remember with the back fist? And you're releasing high reverse punch. That's kind of what you're doing there, George, and you've got to remember that. There's no foot moves. This foot doesn't slip in and out. Not like one yo. I'll do that wedging block again. I'll kick with the right, punch with the right. Then lift the back heel up, only the back heel, down and punch. Front foot comes back in, but look, I'm crossing my hands already. Over the other side. Back leg, front kick, middle front kick, land and punch, and reverse punch. I broke that down, I hope you did too. Front foot, in, back out again. Rising block with the left hand, forward, rising block with the right hand, last two moves. I'm going to cross my left hand on top, and I'm going to pivot. Stay there though, because I'm going to go back over here. This is where I would have been. Cross, strike, sitting stance, strike, left hand, left foot. And some people are still getting this wrong. Foot touches foot. Yeah? I think I started doing one yo and I've done Dosan. Did I start doing one yo? Oh, obviously the medications don't work right. Here's a question now. Maybe that's what all the comments have been. What does it say? Loosens, yeah, it loosens you. Did I start off doing one yo or start doing dosan? I've ended up finishing dosan. I don't know what I was doing. I think I did one. I was doing one yo, wasn't I? Because we were talking about bending ready stance. Eh? How good is that? We've just done Dunwall. Yeah, or one san. A hybrid pattern. We're doing a hybrid pattern. What's the comments coming in now? Yeah, we're doing one yo san. You might be, but I've just done dosan. Here we go. I've had 3 hours in the hospital today, so I'm a bit doolally. Yeah, so pardon me for doing one san. Right? Should we do one yo again? The proper one. Proper one yo. Oh dear, oh dear. I've got my scar for today, my little plaster. Right, and a little scar up here saying, what are you doing now? Let's do one yo, shall we? Put your hands up if you want one yo. Let's try again. I'll try and get it right. One yo starts off, twin forearm lock, strike, and then punch. Then we go over to the other side. 1, 2, 3. How did we get to those? I don't know. Right foot in and guard. Bending ready stance. The best. See, even though my pattern was rubbish there, my one yo bending ready stance is very, very good. Lift the knee, side kick, and then guard. 1, 2, 3. That's what it was. It was a straight fingertip thrust, wasn't it? This is what messed me up. I started telling you all about this, didn't I? Banana. Right. So let's ignore those hands for right now, but they are very, very similar. You don't need to release in this one though, because you're a green belt. You're so fast. Your techniques are so perfect that you've managed to go the guys down on the floor, right? But we are going to spin round, twin forearm lock, strike, and punch. Foot touches foot, and then go the other. 1, 2, and 3. Now you stay there. I've just moved the room around, okay? So I'm about to do the Limio-maki. We're on that line again. Look. Hands ready. So not this. Here. We're going to do something. You see the foot switch there? 1, and the foot switches. Limio-maki. I think Alex D, your Limio-maki is getting really good now. I think Norton's as well. Because of the toige. Yeah? Chest line. And you're lifting your foot up. So I'm going to do it this way so you can see. Down, up, down. Don't lean forward. You don't lean forward in this. Down, up, down. So back to this one. Down, up, down. Front kick and land reverse middle punch. Land in the punch. Don't step and then punch. You land and punch. And make sure it is the reverse punch, because when you're doing dosan, you're doing obverse punch first, but in one yo, you're doing reverse punch first. Okay? So that was a set of 3. I'll just do it again. You stay there. We did the Limio-maki, kick, and punch. So in this now, this next section here, we do the Limio-maki on the spot. Then kick, reverse punch. And now, the next bending ready stance. Up with the hands and down to guard. Let's get this down. Down to guard. Right? I'm a bit wobbly on the left leg. But you guys try and stay up. Try and hold yourself a little bit longer. And you're going to kick again. Don't forget, lift the knee. Up. And foot down. Guard. Foot to foot. Guard. And stay there. How we done it this way? Side kick. 1 and 2. One yo. Then your right foot back up, and you should be back on the spot. Should be back on the spot. Fingers crossed that you did one yo and not those hands. What does that say? Then finished in Do sign. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah, hand up. Does that mean you've got your hand up saying you want to ask a question, whoever that is? I think it might be Lorcan, I'm not sure. Just says hand up, sir. What hand up? What hand up? Does that mean you've got your hand up, or I had my hand up, or I forgot to put my hand up, or be a little bit more clear on that one, I think. All right, so that was one yo, dead easy. But the thing is, you might be a black belt, right? You might be a red belt, you might be a third cup. But that pattern there, that one pattern there, one yo, you've got to go back and check it. And then once you've done that and found your little quirks, your little faults that you have got, that's where they started. Right? That green belt section. You had faults before that. We kind of ironed them out a little bit. But that green belt there, especially here, and especially here, these little steps and landing in a reverse punch, all right? That's where your problem started. And if you've got any issues now with third cup or first degree, or whatever grade you're on, go back and take a look at one yo, make sure you're doing it right. Don't say to yourself, I know this and I'm going to do it. That's too easy. It's too easy to do that. I know this, I'm just going to do it. One yo, yeah, blah, 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 one yo, blah. Pants, right? That's not the way to practice. The way to practice is to go back and do it and analyze every single step. That's what I did. Now, I didn't have a teacher for very long after I left Scotland. I had to do it all myself. I had some practice when I went to Hungary. I lived in Hungary for a couple of years, and I did some training there with the guys there. Great. But since my fourth degree, I've not really had any great instruction. Yeah? I've had to do it all myself. So you have to do it yourself. You've got me kicking your butt, but you've got to do the work, right? I go to seminars and grandmaster things as well, but it's not the same as getting taught every day. You've got an advantage, even on the internet. Some people don't even have that. So please go back and analyze. Look, no, don't come up and then start moving. From here, start moving your hands and your feet. You're doing this for a reason. The reason is from getting there to getting there. You know A, B, so why not make it economical? Why not make it ninja-esque, ninja-like? Don't go like that. I'll get a card. Right? It doesn't work that way. You've got to go from there quickly. Do it quickly. Do it now. Do it left side. Go from a punch here. Go from punch there. Come up. The other way. The other way. How long can you hold that bend and ready stance? Can you hold a bend and ready stance, do a side kick, and then land? Can you land? Yeah, can you do the same with the front kick? Land with power. Can you land from a bend and ready stance? Can you get into a bend and ready stance and stay there for more than 5 seconds with your back straight and both knees bent and your hands in the right place, Lorcan? Lorcan, hands, right? You've got to analyze everything that you're doing. This is why it's a different class. Kids need told, but if you're a senior grade, you might be a kid, teenager, whatever, but you're high enough grade to be able to look at your own techniques and improve them. See that there's a problem in them and improve them. You've all got that knowledge. Just check the time here. We've got till 6:30. Oh, got 6 minutes. Right, good. All right. So there won't be any senior grades, as in senior grade gradings, for a little while yet. See how the yellow belt and white belt one goes. I'll need to see if it can be done, because the person who's being graded needs an environment where they're not getting disturbed, not getting interrupted, not getting distracted. And I'm not getting distracted, harassed by little people running across the screen and all the rest of it, yeah? And people shouting in the background, and helicopters flying over above. So please go back and visit One Yo, all of you dudes and dudettes that are on here now. Let me just go through the names again. Alex D. Norton was there as well. Yeah, Danny Duler. Marcus was here. You said hands up if you want to. One. Oh, sorry, it completely escapes me there, but that's fine. If you want to do One Yo, not Dosan. Ah, well, we've done One Yo now. Good stuff. And yeah, the same with Leo, Charlotte as well. We've just done One Yo and a bit of Dosan. Sorry, Charlotte, I got mixed up in the Dosan there. But please, for you, if One Yo is not your pattern yet, Dosan might be your pattern, go back and look at that pattern. But for Dosan, you've got to go back to the basics as well. Go back, everyone has to go back to Chunji and Oriental Punch, but they won't, right? But you, for anyone up to 7th cup, we've done One Yo, and we did a little bit of analysis on the Dosan accidentally. But go back and visit the 4-directional punch and 4-directional block. But Chunji, look at your hands. Are you still blocking with your hand near your leg? Yeah, some people are blocking like this because it's like a comfort blanket. Yeah, you know what a comfort blanket is, don't you? Yeah, when you were a little kid, you had a teddy or a comfort blanket. People still block like that. They've got to rest their hand on the leg. And some people are not closing their hands tight. Some people are bending their wrists. But white belts and 9th cups and 8th cups, they will do that. 7th cups, you've got to stop doing that. There's a long list of things you need to fix, and it's to be done at a steady pace, regularly, piece by piece, not all in one go. It won't happen. Westerners, that won't happen. Yeah, you and I, it takes longer. Well, me less so, but for Westerners, it takes a long time. We have to chisel at it. In Korea, they just make sure you do it right. Yeah? And you do it right. Otherwise, you don't get fed that day. So please go back and practice all the things from day one. Black belts, it's a lot of practice. And you should be doing it. Yeah? You should be doing it because at some point you'll be sitting your 8th cup. Black belt, 1st degree, 8th cup test. Catherine's got to do it still. Right? She might do it before you. She probably will do it before you. So bear that in mind. She'll be doing that before you. She'll be practicing a lot longer for a 2nd degree. All right then. So 6:30. We're going to finish now. Hopefully that covered enough things. Probably a bit too many things in there for yellow belts and whatnot. So apologies for that. If you've got any questions, if you've got any videos to send me of you doing your pattern, you want me to look at it, then please do. You can put it in on the Facebook group. You can put it direct to me in a message. It's up to you. Send it across. I'll look at it and give you some feedback. There are a couple of videos I've still got to give feedback on. I think Lorcan, you're in the list. Jack C is in the list. I've got to give you feedback as well. I think there's somebody else. There are 3 people, but there's a queue basically. So I'm going to go through and write it down for you, or at least comment over your video so that you'll have it back. You play your video back and you hear my commentary. Right? Okay. Have a good evening. I will see you next class. Thursdays is going to be patterns all the way up. Wednesdays is going to be kickboxing drills. And Friday, I think pretty much fitness on Friday. And again, patterns on Saturday, but not this Saturday because it's the white belt, yellow belt grading. So there'll be no class on Saturday, no regular class on Saturday this Saturday, but please, I will see you next class tomorrow if you're doing kickboxing drills, Thursday for patterns. Right, so see you all next class. Well done for coming here, and I'll take care. I've got all your names. If your name's not down for attendance, then